guys.
Hello. Good to see you finally face to face.
Yeah,
Ryan,
absolutely.
somewhere around here. Trying to figure out how to make his camera work. This is really exciting.
Yeah.
I don't know who Zandak Wolf Swift is.
It's a dope name. I don't know who it is, but it's a cool name.
I'm going to be
a little worried.
Neff, why do you have a discotheque in your room right now?
Oh, that's the lights I have hooked up to my studio desk. So they light up.
Beautiful.
They look cool.
So if I light in the dark, it's like I'm a whole thing going on, you know?
Easy. Sadler's about to have a seizure. What's going on?
I got a thing. Hold on. I got a whole setup going a little.
Hey, I can change the color tone of my light. That's about all I can do.
I just have Christmas lights.
The International Space Station. What are you talking about?
Oh yeah, that's true.
Ooh, Europe.
Scott Higa is coming in right now.
What, the Christian nerd?
All the way from Rancho Cucamonga, California. It is Scott Higa.
Hello.
Hello.
There he is.
Hear the voice.
You?
I want to see all the faces.
I really want to know who Zandak Wolf Swift is.
I don't know.
I don't know if Tony's enabled my camera.
Hey!
Oh, start video.
Oh.
There we go.
Hey!
Hey.
And it's Scott.
Joshua Chalk.
Y'all are
Do you want to
Who's
see my
Boba
adorable?
Fett?
Do you want to see my adorable children?
Christian.
What a team.
Hello, beautiful. Oh, no,
she's
boy.
I turned it off. Sorry.
She was too cute for
There's
this
Clara.
Hey!
There's JoJo.
So many.
And JoJo.
Why are we? How come I
Little
can't
boy.
see the babies? I want to see the
Oh my
babies.
gosh.
Yeah, my babies are sleeping right now.
Well, it is 8:30, Josh. They should be asleep. We're in the middle of dinner time right here.
Ah.
Coming in representing the First
Hey.
Order, it is Christian the Dragon Zadek.
What's up?
Very
There
nice.
we go.
Christian, what part of the world are you in right now, man?
Jacksonville.
Oh, you're excited.
About 3 hours away.
Backed it.
Yeah, I was gonna try to be like Kessel, but I'm just in Jacksonville.
You couldn't make that another 12 parsecs. Don't
Yeah.
But equally as salty.
Indeed. Well, everybody, welcome. I'm so glad that we're here. Now I know who Zandak Wolf Swift is. What's up, man?
Hi.
We were so worried.
I'm like, please forgive. This is going to be a little off color. She's like, please don't be genitals. You know, we don't have to be long on our Zoom meeting. Well, let's.
Hi.
Oh.
Here, do you
Is
want to
that
hear?
a child? Is there a
Hey,
child?
girl.
Okay, say hi.
My heart.
Clara?
You
Oh, hi.
We're going to run the podcast tonight, okay, kiddo?
Hi,
The only Higa we
Hi.
it's Clara.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is.
What was your happy part about today, Clara?
And
Sorry, I'm hijacking your show.
and I got to spend time with mommy and daddy.
Oh, hallelujah.
Good answer, Clara.
Good man, buddy. Let's get better than that.
I wish
All right,
my
say
son
bye,
felt
Clara.
that way.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye, Clara.
Scott has rearranged his dinner time so that he could be with us all the way from the West Coast. Who is coming furthest away? I guess so we have a couple Canadians in the house. Are you guys both in Toronto?
I'm in Windsor, so I'm a lot closer to you guys.
Okay, well,
Technically
lot.
further south.
a lot is relative. I mean, if you're in Canada, you're not much closer.
I'm compared to Gary. I'm about 3 to 4 hours closer than Gary.
Gotcha. Zach, where are you coming from tonight, man?
Omaha, Nebraska.
Golly.
So right in the middle of the country.
Yeah, you're holding
Land.
up there, man. That's good. Zandak, do I have to call you?
I'm gonna change it for y'all. It's for my it's for my cousin's D&D game. That's my
I was
character.
gonna say, I feel like
That
that's,
makes sense.
It's a dope name.
well, we're
Wolf
what realm are you coming to us from, Zandak? Introduce yourself so everybody knows who you really are.
I am Josh. There you go.
There he is.
I am coming to y'all from Houston, Texas.
See, you didn't even have to say it. Once you said y'all, we knew.
Because the stars that night are big and bright.
Deep in the heart of Texas.
That's how you know salsa is real. We have so Christian, you're in Jacksonville, and Ryan.
Cleveland, Tennessee, sir.
The holy city. Fantastic. Scotty from Rancho Cucamonga, and the rest of us are here in Orlando, Florida. Thank you. That background ministers to me, Josh.
I'm about to take my Switch out right now.
I saw this on an article earlier. I was like, I gotta pull this out for this meeting here.
Yeah, we literally, Lise Madi and I literally just left Josh's
The
island.
benches look so good.
All right, are you guys ready for some legal stuff? Here we go. Carrie, don't judge me for this. I'm going to do my best, okay?
Okay.
All right, we are recording this Zoom meeting for the purpose of transmission. So by being here, you hereby grant permission to the Nerd of Godcast and its representatives to photograph, video, otherwise capture your image, and make recordings of your voice during this show. You also grant us the right to reproduce, use, exhibit, display, broadcast, and distribute or create derivative works from these images, later developed for promoting, publicizing, or explaining Nerd of Godcast and its activities for administrative, educational, or research purposes. By staying on this podcast, this Zoom meeting right now, you are agreeing to these terms and also stating that you are over 18 years old. So help me God. Amen. All right.
He's gone. He's gone. We lost him. He wasn't okay with it.
I was okay until you said for research purposes. Come on.
A lot longer when you can't just push I agree and skip it all.
Definitely read those terms and agreed with them 100%.
Of course.
Always.
Can turn you into a human centipede. That's what you do.
Oh, no.
I mean, you know.
I want to be on the front.
That's not a dream, right? You'll notice that Stephen is not here tonight. Stephen did a Stephen. He did something, got something messed up, and now he's got to go do something else. So he'll be along with us. But tonight is our episode 125. It is an all-play episode, so we're going to play some games with you guys tonight. Is that okay?
Woo!
Yeah,
of
course.
Awesome. And then Scott is going to bring a heart-touching devotion, so we can have a little Jesus time. So Scott,
what's the time?
It's Jesus time. But yeah, great night tonight. Today's been a really good Animal Crossing day. I don't know how many guys are anybody playing Animal Crossing in your life?
I do.
How much?
I went to get it the other day, and Walmart was sold out.
Yeah, it's crazy. You can't even find the digital copies. It's crazy.
Oh wow.
Does anybody secretly judge people who are playing Animal Crossing and posting about it all the time? Just a little bit?
No,
I was until about a week and a half ago.
It's what makes me want to play it.
I feel like I'm in being able to see all your guys' tournament prices, even though I don't really understand what it means.
It's like following the stock market but never spending any money.
Basically gambling, but cute is what it is. So.
I mean, it's okay in the eyes of the Lord.
It's okay. The Lord knows, and He doesn't judge. But yeah, we've been having a great time playing that. Have you guys been playing anything in your lives? Any video game people here? Like that's your. Zach,
Overwatch.
What have you been playing?
Oh man, I've been super into Borderlands 3 lately.
Yeah.
Oh, I need to get that.
And Minecraft, of course, Minecraft. But
what do you play on, Zach?
PS4.
PS4. Nice. So you gonna get a PS5? You excited about it?
Yeah, I will probably get one. I don't know how soon it'll be. We have a baby coming in August, so we have some other priorities.
Yeah,
so,
babies!
Yeah.
Babies rule.
Yeah, no
That's
sleep.
The perfect. Listen, I just want to. That's the perfect reason to get one. You're like, hey, look,
true.
I need to help late at night. This is
probably true.
I'm just saying that's a great reason.
Right.
Day one.
That's good. I like that. I'll use that. I should bring Mary in here and have you tell her that, Christian.
It's the whole purpose of this show tonight. We're going to get Zach a PS5. Right now, it's happening. Ladies and gentlemen,
Just a small donation.
Fashionable ever. Will you please welcome Steve-O Supremo to the party?
Hey, y'all.
Hey.
Hey, can you guys hear me with this microphone, or is it coming through my actual?
That is unnecessary.
Why are you making out with it?
Please.
Well, I just wanted to make sure it worked.
You're engaged,
I'm sorry.
sir.
It works.
How dare you?
Sorry.
I'm telling Alexandria you're down to 997 pardons now.
Sounds kind of
Keeping
like
track and you've lost
kind of like a CB radio. It's cool.
Yeah, I don't know that
Oh, I like that.
but you look like you're in an early 90s rap video.
What's up? So should I just unplug it and use the onboard mic?
You gotta turn it up like this. And then you gotta
What up?
It's your biggest fan. This is
hang
Stan.
around your neck.
How you doing? Now it's just like hanging here.
Now you're like announcing the final match of the wrestling show. Yeah. Who else has been playing any video games? Anybody besides Animal Crossing? What have you been playing?
I've been playing a lot of like WWE 2K20, Final Fantasy VII Remake.
So good.
So Final Fantasy VII, it looks like it's amazing.
So good.
It's a blast.
Yeah. I
Steven, you're loud.
Steven, mute your mic for goodness sake.
I'm sorry, I accidentally locked my fiance out of her own room.
Oh.
I need you guys to remember a time in your life 3 minutes ago before Steven got here when everything was going so smooth. Remember the good old days? Throwback Thursday. Who else has been playing any games? Carrie, do you play video games?
Yeah, right now I kind of waffle back and forth between Fortnite and I bought all of the Kingdom Hearts, and so I've been working my way through those.
Oh, nice.
Cool.
Good luck on your like 200-hour journey.
I know. I beat the first one, and so it's all the final mix. So I beat the 1.5 final mix, and then I'm in the one with the stupid cards. That's driving me nuts.
Chain of
so I just need
Memories.
to get to the next one.
I love that
Yu-Gi-Oh?
game. I love Kingdom Hearts, but they started getting confusing with here's Kingdom Hearts, here's Kingdom Hearts 2. Here's Kingdom Hearts like 5/8 and a third.
Yes.
Drop distance. All of a sudden I gotta like carry the 4 and factor for things, solve for X. I don't know what to do.
I had to do so much research to figure out, to make sure that I wasn't buying multiples of the same thing. These really are different, right? Like,
we're just counting on you not playing them all and never finding out that you did. You just bought one game.
exactly. But they didn't count on the pandemic, so
Did not.
that was their mistake.
Christian, do you play any games?
Yes. I mean, famously, I only have a PS3 and I've been holding out not getting a 4. So I'm getting a 5 day one.
Yeah.
I just feel like this is my moment.
Well,
I've been into Star Wars Old Republic. I'd never played that before, and I found a way to like play it on my Mac, and so I've been way too into it. I have like a character in every class going to all the different planets. I'm playing it like the slowest possible way.
All the different races, combinations. Yeah, been
like
there.
everything that I can
Been
do
there.
going so many directions. So it's pretty fun.
That's awesome. So now, are you going to be going back to China? Is that part of your plan? Do you know yet?
Eventually, it's very up in the air. So we for sure won't go back until next semester, and that would be the earliest.
When is
But for anybody who doesn't know, we left on vacation and then we couldn't go back, and so all our stuff is still there, and like
Wow.
our house is still full of stuff, and so I don't know, navigating all that's it's all.
Wow.
I feel bad for the stuff in your refrigerator.
Yeah, that fridge is so bad, for sure.
And nobody appreciates the stuff in the fridge more than Christian. If you guys haven't followed him on YouTube, he does one of my very favorite. I think it was the first YouTube thing I subscribed to, and that is street food. Now, which ended, and then just like our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ came back from the grave, what happened there?
Yeah, well, some people on the channel were like, "Hey, could you just give us an update like once in a while?" And so I was like, "Yeah, I can do that." And so I was in Thailand and I filmed some stuff. And as soon as I got out my phone and started filming, my wife Ashley was like, "What are you doing? This is supposed to be over. We're on vacation. What is this?" And I was like, "It's just a little update for people." But yeah.
My people demand updates on what me and my beautiful children are eating this week.
Right.
Let my people vlog.
Yeah. So Christian eats a bunch of street foods in China and all these Asian countries, and it's pretty amazing. What is the worst thing? Like, just turn our Western palates upside down that you've ever eaten?
You guys know about durian? Has anyone ever eaten durian?
I've heard of it.
No,
I've never
but I
tried
know it. I know what it is.
Duran, Hungry Like the Wolf. Yes, I've heard of it.
There's this low percentage of the population who love it and think it's in their, if they like it, it's in like their top foods. Is anybody?
I'm familiar with it. I've never eaten it though, because I feel like I'm part of the percentage that thinks it's going to taste like poop.
I wanted to be one who loved it, but man, it's bad. It's real bad.
What is it typically?
But it tastes good. Is that wrong?
No. It tastes awful. It's a fruit, and it's real spiky on the outside. It looks like you shouldn't eat it. It looks like nature is saying, just go away. Okay.
So let's try this one.
It's got a really thick, and once you get inside, there are these little pods that look like fruit, but when you touch them, they're creamy. They just like and a good one is a creamy one, and it smells straight up like a diaper, and then you eat it, and it's like that. It's just like mushy and gross. Yeah, that's it from the outside. There you go.
That sounds terrible.
Oh, that's...
If you've played Breath of the Wild, they're in Breath of the Wild.
Yeah.
That's where I first came across the fruit and then found out that it exists in real life.
They're really popular in Asia, and there's signs in some places that say no durian because of the smell. Like
I think there's some countries you just can't even like bring it into.
Yeah, well, definitely in certain parts of the
The
country.
grossness of it.
It's
No
because
durian,
it smells
no-
so bad. People are
If we wanted to do a snack time, they do sell it at Publix.
Okay,
I was gonna say, yeah, like some people love it.
I don't know if this is supposed to be making me want this less. Working for the durian people, because now I'm just like, well, how bad could it be? I want to try one.
You asked
Be
what's
that
the
terrible,
worst,
right?
bro?
Yeah.
It's the worst. I'm hyping it because it's real.
Even you work at a grocery type store. Do you have you ever come across this mad evil fruit in your life?
No, we do not sell that, nor do we ever. I've never had anybody even ask for it.
Maybe like, well, excuse me, where's the durian section?
Just follow your nose.
It's true. You guys, you
Just
can
because
find
you
it.
said that, just because you said that, if I ever come to Orlando, I'm gonna go to the store he works at and ask him specifically.
Yes.
"Hey, where's the durian?"
Can I speak to the manager? Why don't you carry durian?
Okay, Tony, do you know where Saigon Market is in Orlando?
I do know where Saigon Market is.
They sell it apparently.
Oh, okay.
Quite possibly they sell it because now I'm just curious.
You can also get like durian flavored candy, durian flavored things like that.
Okay, honey.
Because I'm saying some people
These are
love
your
it.
pills, okay?
What's going on?
I think JoJo's still at work.
Oh.
Oh. Ah, hi, guys.
You didn't mute yourself.
She seems like she's sitting really still.
Get to Disneyland. I thought it was closed.
During Zoom, sometimes I'll just
You thought, but
it's like my Drax the Destroyer move, right? It's like if I just stand really still, people will think I just froze up. Like, oh, he's bad connection.
Scott's wife is walking around behind him, so the illusion is gone.
Yeah. Hey,
Sorry, bye.
Alicia, we're doing a show here.
Right, bye. Okay, bye. See you later.
She has no time for our shenanigans or reindeer games.
Fair enough.
Totally none. Well, okay, so we're going to start out with a 2-question interview tonight. That's one of our Nerd of Godcast favorite things. So we're going to go around the horn. I'm just going to call on you guys by name in the order that you're on my little screen waffle here. And I'm going to ask you guys 2 questions. The first question is, what has been your go-to show during quarantine to watch? Like, you might have 10, but just pick one.
Everybody's eyes got so wide. Like, you guys
That's racist.
Not everybody's.
Scott's eyes got normal sized.
If you say that, I don't.
Oh no. He can say it, you can't.
Yeah.
Do we get an explicit rating for this episode?
We may. Remember, the Chinese government is still hacking all of Christian's computers, so be careful. All right, so what is your quarantine go-to show, and then what is your favorite breakfast food? All right, so we'll start with Lise Monty Valentine.
Oh goodness. I didn't expect this.
You're up.
Okay. At breakfast, I've said this, I'm not a big breakfast person. I don't understand the appeal of like major breakfast foods. So I guess like some nice frosted flakes.
Question mark?
Simple.
Wrong answer.
I discovered that they have frosted flakes with Lucky Charms marshmallows in them.
Mm-hmm.
Whoever decided to do that.
There's also
Good job.
chocolate ones.
An 8-year-old child decided to do that.
And I respect them.
What is your
And
quarantine
then-
show, Lise Monty?
I don't know. I just New Girl is what I'm watching right now. Again, I'm very simple.
That counts. I'll allow it. All right, Nick Sadler. Quarantine show and breakfast food. Go quick.
NCIS and bacon.
That's the
And what?
bacon.
Bacon.
Just straight up bacon.
Yeah.
Yep,
That's
just
awesome.
bacon. Nothing else.
That answer is one step away from having its own Pinterest page. Jackie Wilson.
That's me.
Quarantine breakfast.
Typically something very light, so like fruit or cereal. This morning I had honeycombs, so that was delicious.
Why she weighs 80 pounds, kids.
Basically. And then shows, Avatar: The Last Airbender just got on Netflix, so I've been binging the mess out of that. I miss that show so much. It's so
Great show.
so good.
Great show.
You know that I bought the entire series of Avatar: The Last Airbender on Blu-ray to watch with you, Jackie, and you, Lise Motti, and then they put it on Netflix, and you just go ahead and watch it without me.
I mean, I'll watch it again. That's like The Office for me. I've watched The Office like 50 times through. I'll do the same thing with Avatar: The Last Airbender.
Very
Such
cool.
a good show.
Joshua Chalk, breakfast and binge-worthy. So,
Was it go-to breakfast or favorite breakfast?
sure. What's your favorite breakfast and your go-to binge, your quarantine binge show?
Okay, because I'll eat cereal like a madman. Like I have cereal for dinner, I'll have cereal for breakfast. Like cereals just all the time.
Perfect.
But,
Like sugar food.
Have you tried the Frosted Flake Lucky Charm hybrid? 'Cause
I'm
it's delicious.
I'm not a big sugary cereal fan. Like I'll have Cheerios or I'll have like apple cinnamon Cheerios or maybe Captain
Corn
Crunch is
Flakes.
probably the most sugary thing, but I'm not a Frosted Flakes guy.
Yeah, they're not going to
But,
let you have that in Canada because it clashes with the universal health care, I think.
Actually, that's
mayonnaise.
not. There is actually a legitimate sugar like limit law in Canada. We can't have a lot of American foods because there's so much sugar per serving.
Really?
It's actually
Well,
like a real
that right?
thing.
now I know where I'm not going.
Canada is
Yeah.
just banking on the fact that
You've had our chocolate. You know we can still pull it off.
Oh yeah, we got lots of good stuff. We just don't, we just don't give you diabetes with every spoonful.
No,
That's
Gary, I've forgotten about your chocolate. I'm going to need some more.
Lost it.
Canada's
But-
just hoping that we'll eat ourselves to death and then we'll be dead and then just come down here and get all the summer climates.
Right.
yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
But probably diner browns or like hash browns kind of thing is my favorite
Okay.
for breakfast food. But
Sounds good.
shows, probably like I'm really only watching 2 shows at all right now, and that's Frasier and Clone Wars.
Okay.
So,
Nice.
I started
Yeah.
watching Clone Wars.
Yeah, I just got back into Clone Wars. I only ever watched like bits and pieces of it, and now I'm going all the way through.
I tried watching Clone Wars, but it's tough because it's out of order, and I'm too lazy to look up the actual order in which it comes
Yeah,
in.
I've been watching it.
I'll
in-
send you
in
the link
the
right now,
proper
Steven.
order.
Life's not that difficult.
Please do.
Scott, I'm going to send Steven to you and you can sort him out, fix him, and then send him back to me. Okay? Zach Deem, what's your quarantine show and your breakfast of choice?
So Mary and I just got caught up on Superstore. So
Okay.
we just,
I love Super
yeah, it's a great show.
You know,
And
can I
so
tell you how devastated I was when I found out that Garrett wasn't actually in a wheelchair. Like, that plays him can walk.
and then I'm a bacon and eggs guy.
All right.
So
Feel like that's a very Nebraska answer.
yeah, right, it is. Meat and potatoes. So yeah.
Josh Adams.
All right, my favorite breakfast item would also just be bacon.
There you go.
And I too have just been binge watching Avatar.
Nice.
'Cause
Good show.
I was counting down the days until it got put on Netflix.
Nice.
What am I missing? Just give me like a real quick, like 1 sentence reason.
cabbages.
My cabbages.
Secret
That's
I
what
really
you're missing.
prefer the movie over the show, so I don't know what.
Oh,
Oh, get out.
no.
Just kidding.
Oh.
I haven't seen either of the.
Eating
No,
Scott.
I will say the
Oh no, I accidentally
me-
muted Scott Higa. Oh no.
Oh no.
to me a high selling point would be my favorite character, Toph, just because she's blind and is not afraid to make jokes about it.
Okay.
He's great.
Yeah, I would have never
Yeah.
seen that coming.
She is just the type that'll be like, oh look, it's right over there. That's
There's
what it'll
amazing
sound like when
character
you see it.
development in that story.
There's so many good
definitely.
character developments, like through
Like-
all of them. Like just starting over and watching it from season 1, I'm like, wow. Like, because I
Yeah.
remember very clearly season 3 because my sisters and I would like sit in front of the TV waiting for them, like to do the binge like streaming thing leading up to the series finale,
Yeah,
and like just such good character development in a kid's show.
yeah,
Like,
Straight up.
definitely great twists and stuff too
Yeah.
with some of the characters. You don't see them going certain ways and stuff.
Mhm.
Like the writing of the characters in that series is some of the best in television. I think it's very
And then I find out that one of my best friends thought that the entirety of Ba Sing Se was boring.
Yo,
Like,
it's awesome.
no.
Are you guys into Dragon Prince though, or do you feel like that's?
yes!
I keep hearing
Sorry.
about it.
I got so excited.
'Cause I got to tell you, Dragon Prince is even better in my opinion. It's the same. It's the same showrunners, and
Is that what you're binging right now, Christian?
no, I'm binging DuckTales. It's not my turn though. Is it my turn?
It's not, but now that you've talked about it, old DuckTales or the David Tennant DuckTales?
No, the new one. The new one. So
Good.
I watch it with my kids, but what we do is we watch one and then we go back and watch previous seasons. So we totally binge it. And they're in season 3 right now. But like I watched the original one back in the day, and now the new one is so great for me.
Yeah, really smart. It's a good show and a great cast.
Yeah, it's so good.
Yeah.
Love David Tennant.
That
All right,
third
so while
season
we're
gets
on-
crazy.
while we're on you, Christian Zeta, tell us about your breakfast.
Actually, my go-to in quarantine is like yogurt and blueberries and granola.
Christian, we're friends.
That's why he only weighs 82
I
pounds.
know. You said no. It doesn't work for me. I eat all my calories later in the day, but in the morning, I hit that yogurt pretty hard.
I guess something light to start the day with. Get you ready.
And then after that, it's all handmade noodles and fried scorpions.
It's bread. The whole rest of the day is bread.
Yes.
We'll jump back. Ryan Felton, what have you been watching? What you been eating?
I restarted Numbers.
Ooh, nice.
Yeah,
The early 2000s. Two brothers. One works for the FBI. The other is a college professor, and he uses math to help his brother solve crime. It's a good show. It's a really good
I
show.
don't think I've ever heard of it before.
It's
it's
I'm gonna write that down.
And they replaced the E with a 3.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Don't forget that.
Don't
I
forget
think
the
I
3.
probably would have figured that out, but you never know.
get there eventually. Yeah. But it's,
Jojo,
it's
who
a
is not
really
actually
good show.
here with us tonight, just messaged us and said she loves Numbers. So
It's a good show. It's
There you
a
go.
good characters.
Either
And
Ryan
then
is really into accounting. I'm not sure.
I mean, one or the other. I mean, both is fine. And then breakfast. Was it Cliff Bars? Is that what they're called? The Sierra Trail Mix one is really good.
I think I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
Those are nice.
Okay.
That's solid.
God, Higa, you have a naked baby.
Oh, okay.
He's got a diaper on. He ate spaghetti. He's a mess. I was trying to see what I've been watching. At the beginning of quarantine, it was Picard because it was still going on, and now it's a little Clone Wars. I know it's not safe for church, but what we do in the shadows is unreal.
Yeah.
It is hilarious. It is wildly inappropriate, so I don't suggest you watch it. But it's based off a movie that Taika Waititi directed, and the movie is hilarious, but the show's pretty good too. And my go-to breakfast.
Is the show better than the movie? I just.
It's really different from the movie. I mean, this concept is the same. It's vampires being in a mockumentary.
Oh yeah.
And breakfast, I usually have a piece of toast with peanut butter and jelly on it.
There you go.
Simple.
Nick, you no longer have the whitest answer. Steven, what's your quarantine show? What is your brekkie of choice?
My quarantine shows have jumped around. First, it was Tiger King, which is also not appropriate for church, so I don't recommend you watching that.
That's not appropriate for anyone, really.
But there was a segment on it on the Christian Nerd Podcast, so I feel like we could talk about it.
Joshua and Carrie, when you guys look at Tiger King, do you say that's America? That's what your problem is right there. We're not all like that, you know.
I have
I
zero
know,
interest.
I know we're not all like that, but there was definitely a point where I thought that could only happen in America.
Specifically
Only in
Florida.
America.
You're not wrong. Specifically Florida.
For the record, I
Don
only
King
have
just
one meth-addicted husband, okay? Some of us are.
But that shifted from Tiger King, thanks to Scott Higa, into a very specific watching order of The Next Generation. So I'm actually on the final episode of The Next Generation, and I have not brought myself to watch it yet.
Great
Good. It's a great finale.
It's beautiful.
Yeah, it is.
So years ago, back in the dark ages, there used to be, when Star Trek was still new, when it was still on the air, there was a customizable card game, Star Trek, the customizable card game.
Yes.
Christian Zadek, when he was a teenager in my youth group, and we used to play that game. And I'm not going to tell, I do not lie. There's no exaggeration here. I was very, very good at that game. I had a stacked deck. I was a wrecking crew when it came to playing that game. Like, fear me. And there was a card in there called Raise the Stakes, and you could play that card. It showed all of them around the poker table. And if you played that and won, you got to take a card from your opponent's deck. And I used to just load up those Raise the Stakes cards. And when I just knew I had you in the corner, I just play them until you quit or until I took your whole deck. And one day we were in a hotel room on a youth group trip, I think in Atlanta, Georgia, and I was playing with Christian Zadek, and I'm raise the stakes. And this kid just turns the game around and is just like, I'll take them all. And he wiped the walls with me. I mean, kicked my lily butt like I was a red shirt beaming down to the planet. It's still, I think I put my cards in a box and never played again. I was crushed.
My dad wouldn't play with me either. My dad, I beat him so bad. My dad was like, "This isn't fun anymore," and left.
It's a true story. I still remember. 5 feet from me right now, I still have my binder. I'm waiting for a comeback. So
I think I have my deck somewhere, Tony. We should get a quarantine game going.
Listen,
Yes, I can find mine.
3 hours.
Oh gosh.
Listen, Zadek, I'll meet you in Palm Coast. All right.
All right.
We're gonna do this.
My breakfast food of choice, though, is waffles.
Steven, I'm sorry, I'd forgotten you were here.
You hijacked my answer.
We're having a podcast.
Waffles is a good answer.
We haven't actually
waffles.
done any gameplay on our game podcast, but that's okay.
That's true.
Yeah, so waffles.
I love waffles. So much so that my favorite cereal is a waffle-based cereal.
I had Eggo waffles
Good one.
last night for a late night snack. I had it dry because sometimes you want cereal dry. I do anyway. And waffles are good. Carrie, tell us about your binge shows and your breakfast of choice.
There's been so many. So many shows. Most recently, I just finished Community. Parks and Rec right now. So
Oh.
Both good shows.
yeah, that's what I've heard. So I have no excuse now.
We're on the 7th season of Parks and Rec, and I didn't like it the first time, and now every episode is emotional to me. I'm watching it just going, this is just wonderful. This is a wonderful show.
I'm about at the very end of the 2nd season right now. So
Gonna get real good.
I just
That's what I've heard.
both of those for the first time.
Very good. Yeah, and Community is great. Anybody watch the Community table read?
I'm waiting
No.
for you, Tony.
I didn't watch it. My hand is not up. I was just.
I'm just saying.
Oh, so
if
you'll-
you want to
you'll
watch
wait
it
and-
without me, I'm
You'll
going to
wait and
be
watch
upset.
something least ready, but you just will let me just be by the wayside.
That's true. I like her way more than I like you.
That's
I
evident.
actually heard that they were doing that table reading like the day before I watched that episode. It was like one of the next ones. I just started season 5, I think, when it started, and they did, I think, episode 4 from that season. So I was like, oh, well, I'll know exactly which one they're gonna do. So I haven't watched it yet, but I do want to watch it. And then this is super cliche. I don't even want to say this, but probably my favorite breakfast food is Canadian bacon, which to you Americans is pea meal, but I love Canadian bacon.
Yeah, Canadian bacon is ham, right?
Like
Yeah.
slices
No,
of
it's
ham,
pea
right?
meal bacon.
Right.
Pea meal bacon is Canadian bacon. So
Depends on the restaurant. Some
what is
restaurants it's actually
female-
just
What does that mean?
It's ham.
I've always
Female, but
sort of.
Female?
if you go
Female,
to
so-
McDonald's and you get Canadian bacon, it's just ham.
Yeah, so proper Canadian bacon is technically pea meal bacon. So
Yeah.
it does slice like ham, and it is, I guess, technically part of a pig, so you can call it ham, but it's not the actual, like, when you think about ham, it's not exactly the same kind of meat, but they douse it in like in pea meal. So
Cornmeal,
it's like
yeah.
and then they cook it, and so it's got this nice like
Carrie,
crust
it's
around it.
it's pronounced
clarify the word
pamale.
You're using pea male.
Pea meal.
Pea meal.
P-E-A-M-E-A-L.
Thank you, Ryan Felton.
I got you.
Thank you, Ryan.
Female.
Pea meal. Pea meal bacon.
Not delivered on
It looks
Sundays.
delicious, so.
It's amazing.
You get an egg McMuffin. That's what they put on there, I guess. I don't know who eats McDonald's anymore.
Different kind of female.
Quentin Neff.
Me.
Your show and your brekkie.
Okay, well, right now I got 3 shows going on. First one, I don't recommend it because it's intense. Hannibal. I've gone
So
back and-
good.
it's
I
good,
watched
but
that in its first run. I
Ooh.
loved it.
It is very gory. So
Oh,
just be aware.
100%.
But it's, I mean, okay. I started watching it when I was in high school, and I just wanted to finish it. Second one, because I like trashy TV, Jersey Shore. I've been jamming it up from the beginning. I love it. I don't know why. It's just like I love to watch them fight. It's just terrible, but I love it. And now, as far as recent TV shows go,
Yeah, you get one show. What are you doing, buddy?
this is the big one. This is the best one. The
Jersey
best
Shore is
one.
kick is like just
You
vote them off the
him,
island.
you him.
This is the last one. This is the best one. The best one is 90 Day Fiance before the 90 days.
Oh, my mom watches that.
Now, because
Who
you
are
used,
you?
Nep,
because
I-
you used your 3, you don't get to tell us your breakfast.
no
Now.
breakfast. You're muted, Nep. I'm sorry. You just said female bacon. I'm not sure. Joanne, I'm not sure if you are able to respond or not. If you can, you can just type in the comments. I'm very confused by this whole thing. So let's
Me too.
So before we start every show, we take a quick moment to pray, and we actually pray for you guys every week as it's one of our commitments. And I just want to pray real quick. JoJo,
Hi.
where are you? Do you work in a hospital?
It's a house that's an assisted living home.
Oh, okay.
Oh, very nice.
Not a hospital though.
Okay,
Yeah.
got it. It's hard to tell because you're this big on my screen. So
Right.
Is that the Andy Griffith show?
It is. It is the
Nice.
month of
Did you
Mayberry
see
on
Did
MTV.
I?
well, yeah, but what season,
I
what
know-
episode? If you're so
Season 4, episode 7, 26 minutes in.
that's the one that gets on the catering.
That
Sure.
sounds
You're
about
right.
right, actually.
You were right.
JoJo, I don't know if you're kind of in and out because you're working and stuff like that. So real quick, tell us your favorite show besides the Andy Griffith Show and your breakfast of choice.
Breakfast of choice is biscuits and gravy
Good
because
girl.
and then I haven't been watching TV,
That's okay.
but I recently watched the movie Hush, and that was really good. So
I don't. Stephen, you'll have to do a review for it.
Oh.
Well,
I think that's a horror movie.
Yeah.
no, thriller, not horror.
Oh.
Thriller.
Same thing.
If it doesn't have Batman
No, it's
before it,
not.
then I'm not interested.
Oh, wow,
a long time ago in a galaxy far, far away. I'm not watching it. Let's pray real quick and give us a chance real quick to pray for you guys. Just to say thank you so much for your support. We are here tonight with not all, but a good chunk of our favorite people, our patrons. You guys have really helped us with the things that we do to keep the show on the air, to keep reaching out to people and encouraging others. And it's just, we couldn't do it without you. Thank you so much. So let me pray real quick and we'll rock and roll. Father, we do thank you tonight. We love you. I'm so grateful to be part of a community, Lord. This is a great picture of church, people from different backgrounds, different parts of the world, even so many different stories. And yet we all get to come together, not over just our fandom, but really over our faith. Our fellowship comes from you. So God, I just bless you for these relationships and these. It's my favorite thing about doing this, that we've got to meet so many people, partner with so many people to share your word in a unique and unconventional way. So I'm grateful for that. God, I speak blessings over their lives, God, from all across the country into Canada and really around the world. God, just touch them, favor them, give them health and blessing in everything that they do. Bless their ministries, their families, their careers, and give them just peace, comfort, and security during these uncertain times. We honor you. We love you. We just everything tonight would bring you glory. Amen.
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 Thank you,
Oh, I was
Tony.
muted the whole time. Oh, no. Well, if you guys want to, we can get into a game tonight. Is that cool?
Sure.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
This is the way that we are going to split this up because we have teams, and I was going to say we could do a team of like people with beards versus people without beard.
I don't know.
It doesn't look like that's going to swing very well. Carrie and Lismati, Jackie, it's you guys versus everyone, and half of Nat. So we're gonna do a quick game called Debate Club.
No.
I'm gonna give a topic to 2 different people, and then the rest of us are gonna vote on who we think the winner is. Now, do any of our patrons wish to be a part of this competition? Do you think you can go toe to toe with one of our
Sure.
Nerd Cast crew members? Carrie, you're a lawyer. I mean, I think.
I don't
on,
want to
Carrie,
ruin
on
my
my
cred
team?
though.
Hey.
All right, so you're next to each other, so we'll just start out with this. We'll start out with an us versus them. Carrie, will you take on the big man Quentin Gregory Neff?
Ooh, here we go.
right.
All right.
Yeah. I don't know what I'm doing.
All right.
Okay, let's go.
So eeny, meeny, miny, mo. I wonder where this card will go. The card that we have right now is this. Carrie, I would like for you to defend that pizza is better Neff, you will be defending that tacos are better.
Oh, snap.
So, Carrie, you're going to have 30 seconds to tell Neff why pizza is better. Neff, you're going to have to respond with 30 seconds of why taco is better. And then we're going to let the judges decide. Are you ready?
Okay.
We go. Neff, you're up first. Tacos are better. Go.
Tacos are better because they're made out of the most delicious ingredients. You got a sweet, beautiful shell. Ooh, made from the finest corn and or flour. Ooh, tortilla. Oh, delicious. And then you got seasoned beef. Oh, made out of the finest cows in all of Mexico. Oh, and a little bit of a queso. Is that a little queso I see on top? A little queso? Ooh, delicious, delicious queso. It's so good. And then you got a little lettuce, some fresh greens.
Oh,
you're muted.
Everybody's muted.
Neff, you muted yourself.
I accidentally muted me and Neff. So, Neff, that is time we muted you. Thank you so much for your argument. And now, Carrie, you may respond. Pizza is better, and go.
Well, I think there's not much to say given that we had to dress our argument up with such flowery language. All I have to say is that pizza is filling, way more filling than tacos. You need like 12 tacos to fill up. You need only one pizza. And then your options, you have so many different things that you can put on a pizza. Has anybody tried fish tacos for real? I mean, let's be honest, your options are limited, but with pizza, the sky is the limit. You can pick just about anything you want, make it any kind of flavor. So,
and we're muting her because that is her time. All right. Thank you, Carrie.
No problem.
All right. Now, by show of hands, how many of you guys think that Neff has convinced you tacos are better? Hands up.
Neff has made me uncomfortable.
Because I did the light thing?
It's not so much that Neff convinced me, but Carrie frustrated me. Like, who? Everyone eat fish. Fish tacos are amazing. Eat fish tacos. They're great.
California is always going to be against you if you take on fish tacos. They're going to come back at you. All right. So how many of you guys believe that Carrie did the better job? Show of hands. We have 1, 2, more than 3. All right, Carrie, the round goes.
All right, fair enough. All right, I'm out.
And he's done.
Round 2. Let's see. I need a patron versus a squatty. So who do we have? Who's going up? Throw your hands up if you want to be.
Bring it on.
All right, Ryan. Ryan is up this time versus Steven, the Battle of the Beards.
Oh, here we
go. All right, Steven, pick number 1 or 2.
2.
2. All right, Steven, the greatest video game character of all time is Link.
Oh.
Ryan, the greatest video game character of all time is Mario.
Oh.
All right. Steven, you are up and away we go.
Let me ask everybody this question. When it comes to wanting to have video games be real life, would you rather be a plumber or would you rather be a grand adventurer saving the princess using all the different cool weapons that you can use? The answer is clear. He is cooler, he can time travel, and he doesn't smell like pipes. Like he has one name and that's the same name as his first name and his last name, and he doesn't have to share a game with his brother.
You're done. I think a union plumber could afford a better internet connection. I know that for sure. All right, Ryan, 30 seconds on the clock. Mario is the better hero, and go.
I'm gonna say Mario's the better hero because he wasn't even a named character originally. He was just that guy in that Donkey Kong game, and he came up to have his own franchise. It's the underdog story. He is now the face of the company, and that's just so impressive. Plus fireballs, plus Captain Lou Albano. That's never a bad thing. Plus, Luigi's his brother. Luigi's cool. He's got his own tennis game, his own kart racing game, and Link just gets thrown in there in other Mario properties.
All right.
Captain Lou Albano all day, baby.
That is your time. All right.
Wow.
I don't think that Steven convinced you that Link is the better video game character. Let me see those hands. Yeah.
I'm biased.
I'm a little biased.
I was with you, Steven, but that was a very impressive argument from
Yeah, that was beautiful. It built and it just got I really felt sentimental about that.
All right,
Mario the plumber.
Back.
Joe the
Hi,
plumber.
Alicia.
Let's see hands for Mario. Yeah, that's a sweep. Okay.
I will say, I went in expecting to pick Link.
Steven made that not happen.
No, then Ryan brought up Captain Lou Albano.
Oh yeah.
And it's the it's the underdog story. No one knew his name when he started.
I don't even know what that is.
All right.
Oh, Captain.
Thank you, Scott.
Who else do we have that wants to take a crack at this?
I'll try.
All right.
Sure. Yep.
Josh Adams. We got Josh Adams, and we will have Josh Adams versus I don't know, Jackie.
Okay.
Oh.
All right. Josh Adams. Pick one or two.
One.
What is the best way to watch TV? Josh says 1 episode per week. Jackie says binge, baby, binge.
Ooh.
1 episode per week or binge, baby, binge. Jackie, you are up and go.
All right, so let's say that you're binging your shows. You get to kind of go from point A to point B. You get it all in one sitting. We're in quarantine right now, so who wants to wait a week to see a show? What are you going to do during that week to see the next episode? You can click watch next episode on Netflix, Hulu, Disney Plus, whatever it is that you're doing. And if you pay extra, you don't have to do it with ads, so you can get through it even more, which then lets you consume more TV shows. You get to get more done in a certain amount of time. That's it.
All right, that's time. Stop perfectly on the buzzer. All right, she's making a tough case for you. All right, you're watching it 1 episode per week, Josh. Work is cut out for you, and go.
All right, just think about this, guys. Why binge the entire show? You just watch the entire show and have nothing else now. You watch 1 episode per week of multiple shows. You can get through so many more shows quicker. And with all these streaming services, there's a plethora of shows for you to watch. That's all I got.
10 more seconds.
I got a couple more seconds.
Doesn't even need it.
Yeah, I don't even need it.
Not about America.
I'm going to award bonus points for the use of the word plethora, just off the top.
That's why I'm voting for him, is the word plethora.
Just for that.
Show of hands. Josh. Jackie. Dang, all right, one more time. Josh.
Really close.
Josh. Got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 versus Jackie. Put your hands up for Jackie. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh my goodness, Jackie! I won. Josh, you should have voted for yourself. That was the thing. That was where you went wrong.
I didn't know we were allowed to
just
vote.
being a servant.
You're not. I'm just saying.
Leslie, I don't think you can vote for yourself.
Yeah, I don't think you can vote for yourself. And plus, Jackie won me over myself, so I don't care.
That's just because binging is superior. Like, that's not even a question.
That's just
True.
what Jackie does. She
But plethora.
ketchup popsicles to win gloves. That's what they say, right? All right, Scott Higa,
Yes.
you are up on this thing.
Okay.
Scott versus Lise Monty, have you gone yet?
I have not.
Oh, here it is. This is happening.
Sure,
Scott-
stick us in our own category.
I knew he was going to say it. I
Took
knew
me
he
a
was going to
second.
say it.
Why do you have me on your show?
Who gave him the password? That's what I want to know right now.
We were supposed to give him the fake one.
All right. Man, these are all good ones, but this is going to be our last round, all right? Which is worse? Lise Monty, pick 1 or 2.
Steven.
2.
2. All right. Which is worse? Scott, having everyone having access to your emails and text, or everyone having access to your internet history, including things on a private browser? Lise Monty, you are defending everyone having access to your email and texts being worse?
As being the worst thing.
Yes, Scott, you are defending everyone having access to your internet history, including things on private browser, as being worse. So, Lise Monty,
Wait, okay.
Lise Monty, you
Email.
think everyone having access to your email and texts is worse than having your email browser. And you ready? 30 seconds on the clock. Go.
Okay, I wanted to think back to you in middle school. Okay? Think back to all of those cringy conversations, the text messages you sent to that girl you liked that you thought you were being cool. You were not. Everybody being able to read those. That would not be fun. All right? Your emails. First of all, just having people know all of your past email like handles. Again, 13-year-old you, what was your handle? If it was King Donkey 47 Swag Pants, you don't want people to know that, but they're going to know that because they can read your emails. I want you to think all of your development as a person out the window.
You're out of time. I couldn't in good conscience mute someone in the middle of saying King Donkey 47.
If anyone checks later, that's going to be a Twitter account in a minute. So just, I don't know what you use it for, but I'm using it for something.
Josh Shog, I need you to design that T-shirt, King Donkey 47.
There you
go. Bull, he's doing it again. It's King Donkey 47.
All right, Scott, for fairness, we're going to give you 41 seconds, just like Lismati took. And you are saying it is way worse to everyone have access to your internet history, your private browser, and
have fun with that.
I say this as someone who doesn't use private browsing. Okay, let's put, nefarious things to the side and let's move on without that because we don't need that. This is a family show. However, you do not want people knowing all the random stuff you have searched for and purchased at 1 o'clock in the morning. That is those are private matters between you, your bank account, and your God. You have to answer for those when you get to the gates of heaven. You do not want to have to answer for why you were trolling for somebody named King Donkey 47 Swag Pants on Reddit at 1 o'clock in the morning. You do not want to have to answer those questions. You don't want to say, oh, why did I buy G.I. Joe sunglasses from Amazon at 1 o'clock in the morning? Why did I go to Merchoid and buy an
He's still
Infinity
talking
Gauntlet
and he
mug?
used my content to defend his point. I'm just saying.
I muted
disqualification.
The swag pants don't fit me. I can't buy them.
How many guys say that Lismati took that one away? Hands up.
Just because of Donkey King.
How many guys feel like Scott got that one? I'm going to say that's a tie. Very good. Since you guys voted for each other, that definitely counts. I tend to agree with Scott. I don't want anybody just finding out what words I typed into Google because I don't know how to spell them.
Yeah.
Hey Siri.
Exactly.
No, go away, Siri.
How do you spell Tiggerific too? I don't know. Was that your email address for real?
My Hotmail, yeah.
That's funny. So
I thought you were asking me
you
if
still have
Donkey
access
King
to it?
Swag
If you
Pants
type that into Hotmail, can we send you?
Probably. I think I got everything forwarded a long time ago, but I haven't checked
I've
it in
had
ages.
the same
but-
email for the entirety of the time I've had email.
Yeah, me too.
And it's literally just my name. So
my
good
email
on that.
goes back to high school. It's my AOL address. I still have it. It's my junk email address. So if I have to sign up for a website that I don't really plan on revisiting, boom, they're sending it.
I don't know if anybody in here other than Tony understands the lure of AOL Instant Messenger and why that was
I
a
do.
lifeline. Okay, you do?
Yeah.
See,
I'm
Lee
old enough for
Smiley-
that. I was on AIM all the time.
Lee Spotty was throwing out all the text message you sent in high school. I'm like, I was busy paging people in high school, so that sort of went over my head.
I spent way too much time.
All your text
talking about texting in middle school. I didn't have a
Bar.
texting wasn't around until I was in high school.
I'm sorry, I'm young, people. I'm sorry.
It was university and it was MSN, but I get what you were going for.
Yeah, MSN. I think that was a Canadian thing, Carrie.
Here's the one.
It's
that
a
we
universal
did not-
experience.
the one that we did not get to tonight, and it was because it's just for young people. And I'll leave it up to you to make your decisions here. Who would you trust more to run your children's ministry? Would you trust Zach and Cody or Drake and Josh?
Oh. Drake and Josh.
I
I would
think Josh,
say.
this is Josh. I feel
Now
like
or
Josh, if he loved Jesus, would be a good youth pastor.
Agreed.
Yeah, Josh. is
Yeah.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm. That's accurate.
that's true.
Okay. Well, I don't know who any of those people are, so moving on.
Nope.
Is that like asking
I
if
don't
it
either.
would be AC Slater or Zach Morris? I'm really.
Yeah, I know
it's
those
Slater.
ones
I
too.
get.
Rather
It'd
be
be
Zach
like if it
Morris
was
or Alex
Zach-
P. Keaton.
It would be like Zach Morris or Corey Matthews.
Zach
Yeah.
and Cody lived on
Yeah.
a boat at some time, I think, right? Didn't they live on a ship?
Yeah.
we're not talking
Sweet
about
Life
that.
of Zach and
Sweet
Cody.
Life on deck.
Yeah, we're talking about On Deck.
I didn't
That's the
watch
worst
those
part.
shows. Those were past my time. Or
Yeah.
after my time.
I have younger siblings, so
I was
older
born in
than
the
you when I watched them.
I remember seeing it, but I never saw it.
Yeah, Quentin
I mean-
Gregory Neff.
Me.
Often imitated, never duplicated. Do you have a game for us tonight?
I do have a game. I'm gonna scoot in a little bit. Get up and open my mic.
Don't make out with
That's my job.
Safe search. Is it one of these?
Ah.
Remember, you guys non-verbally agreed to a waiver, so.
Neff, hit him with that mood lighting. Hit him with that mood
Oh
lighting.
yeah. Little
There it is.
Ooh. I can do it with the sound of my voice. Now I can make it light up every time I talk.
That's gonna get old real quick.
Yes, it is. All right, so I have a game for you guys today. You guys excited?
I am.
Maybe.
Yes.
All right. Tonight's game is called Dersner Murner. Name pending.
Okay.
Got the
It's
spirit.
Dersner Murner.
That's not my name.
That's not my name. Yep.
Yeah, that's what I said. Dersner Murner.
Okay.
That's exactly how I said. So I will give you guys a brief description of a character, and then I will give you their name. But I will be saying it as if I were a parent who can't remember that actual name of that thing you like. So it's like, oh, you know that
My
guy.
mom.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. So you know that guy, like for example, you know that guy. He's got the big muscles. He helps save the planet from that freezer guy, and he does the Kamehameha, and his name is like Gaka or something like that. Gaka, right?
Goku.
Goku would be the answer.
Goku.
Yes.
So feel free to just say it out loud.
Would Kakarot be an acceptable answer to that?
That is true, Josh. To ring in, just so we know that you're there, give us jazz hands. That's how we know
Ooh,
you're.
that's good.
Yeah. All right, so let's go to the first one. So
Those aren't jazz hands. These are jazz hands.
Wait, so jazz hands if you know the answer?
Yes.
Jazz hands to ring in.
If you don't know it,
But we can't, if you can't see everyone on your page, can you see everybody on your page all at once?
Yes,
Yeah, you can do gallery view.
Yeah, you go to gallery
my
view.
page is smaller, so I can only see I have to scroll to see everyone.
Okay.
So do I.
Makes more sense.
So get your hands ready to be jazzy. I don't know why I said it like that. Get your jazzy hands ready. We're gonna have a great time.
We could just type it in the group chat.
No,
We do
that's
that too.
too long.
I can't look at two places, and this is also for people that were being recorded. So.
Oh.
What if everybody's muted and then you just unmute yourself?
Well, then how do you
Jazz
spell?
hands. Least
Jazz
my
hands.
Yes, these are jazz hands. Jazz hands are they're fancy. They're fancy. This is a fancy game for fancy people.
Wait. I just got a notification from King Donkey 47 Swag Fans on Twitter. It's labeled as the least money fan account.
Perfect.
you guys.
Somebody get that thing a blue check now.
Amazing.
Oh man.
Oh, I just had to find my game and my deleted because I just swiped it on accident. I found it though. I found it. We're good to go. Whoa, boy. All right. So I'm your parent. I bust in your room and I say, "Hey, do you know that lady? She's that beloved character from that the Star Trek thing. She's like a communications officer, originally played by Nichelle Nichols, I think.
I got Josh Adams.
Josh Adams.
Naru.
Lieutenant Uhura?
Uhuru.
Yeah, time out. Josh Adams.
Lieutenant Uhura?
That is correct.
Uhura?
That's correct.
Are we just supposed to shout it out when we jazz hands?
No, I'll call on you.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Let me
Got
say
it.
I have to say the name first, and then jazz
Okay.
hands. Jazz
Not
hands
till-
like
not
your
till he
life
says
depended
the
on
name.
it.
Okay, so Neff, you tell us when you're done, and then we can jazz him.
Yeah. We'll do.
You're gonna have like 18 people going at one time.
That's okay.
So this this helmet wearing dude of the dark side of the Force. He likes destroying planets, fighting his son, breathing apparatuses. I think his name is like Dirt Verdu.
Okay, all at once, everybody.
Darth
Vader.
Cool. See, I thought I had it. All right. Okay. Wait. So hold on. I got this other one. What's okay? So there's this powerful dark pig man who definitely marks other on the census, and he wants to take over. I think it's called Hyrule. It's something like Gurnerdeef. Am I saying that right? Gurnerdeef.
Jackie, you're up.
Ganondorf.
That is correct. You're right. That's what it was. It was
Oh.
tip of my tongue. All right. So he's like, okay. So this guy, I think he's like a little dude. He takes the ring of power. Bring a power all the way to Mount Doom. But is a total background character to his friend Sam, who's the real hero of the story. I think his name is Frody Bergens. Frody Bergens. I think I had that correctly. Frody, good old Frody.
Frodo Baggins.
Oh, that's what it was. I see. I was.
It was
there.
the Sam part gave it away.
Oh yeah, that was. I mean, everybody knows.
I feel like that got it there.
The real hero. All right. So this guy, he's part of the Guardians, right? And he's a legendary outlaw. He cranks kicking tunes, just kicking, and he has mad daddy issues, and he didn't touch his mom's hand one time, which like ruined his life for some reason. I think his name is like Purdy Quail. Purdy Quail. I think it's pretty close. I think Purdy Quail.
So I'm going to call him Joshua Chalk, but I just want you to know Ryan Falcon is signing up for Twitter accounts for every name that you're saying. You know, followed by Purdy Quail.
It's my new daytime job.
Peter Quill, Star-Lord.
Star-Lord. That's what it was. That's right. Okay, so this other guy, I found him. I keep trying to think of him. He swings through the city. He stops crime as I think a spider guy, and he loves his aunt, but let his uncle die because Macho Man Randy Savage didn't last 3 minutes in a cage. Something like that. I think his name is like Putu Praker. He might be Indian. It's a Putu Praker.
Could be wrong, but Zach, he's gonna fly over there. Zach, who do you got?
Oh, I definitely got Peter Parker.
That's right. That's what it is. That's right.
His father's name was Richard Parker.
Richard Parker. Oh, sorry. Okay, so this guy, he's actually been.
Hold on. Which Peter Parker for bonus point?
Which one?
Me?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I'm definitely going with the Peter Parker that lived in the Into the Spider-Verse, the fat one that ate all the pizza.
Yeah.
Good answer, but wrong.
So close.
He became Spider-Man when he snapped into a Slim Jim, right?
Yes, that was
the bonus.
That was it.
For the bonus points, it's Tobey Maguire.
It is Tobey Maguire.
Yes, that is Tobey Maguire. That's great.
Oh man, Bone Skull is ready.
I got you for 3 minutes. 3 minutes of playtime.
That's a nice dress. Did your husband make that for you?
What you doing up there?
Movie lines that wouldn't fly today.
It has been so long since I saw that Spider-Man. I did not remember any of that.
I didn't even remember the character's name, but now I do. So this other guy I was thinking of. Okay, so he's actually been in a couple of people. Like he's like a secret agent, and he talks like this at first, and then he has just a full-on British accent, you know. And he's fighting for this. He's fighting this secret organization, spooky, spectacular. Spectre. I think his name is like Jamie Borg. Jimmy Borg.
Jimmy Borg.
I think it's Jimmy Borg. I think that's the.
That would be Bond, James Bond.
Gold star.
That's what it was. That's right. All right, I only got one more because you guys have been so helpful. My children, my beautiful babies. I got one more for you guys. Okay, so this guy, he fights Superman.
At the beginning of this, your mom walked into the room. Now you are the mom?
Oh, I've been the mom.
Yeah, he's always been the mom.
I'm like Vince Vaughn in the Psycho thing. I am Norman. I'm Norman and Norma.
Often imitated, never duplicated. It's your mom, Quentin Gregory Neff.
Put it on my resume. Hallelujah. All right, so the last one. This guy fights Superman a lot. He's a god, small g. He's got these alpha beams. Oh, sorry. Omega beams out of his eyes, and he runs Apocrypha. Tupacalypse. Apocalypse. Okay. I think his name is Darkseid.
I think you're right. That's it.
That was it.
Nope. Yep. I think I'm wrong. I think I'm 100% wrong when I say dark seed.
He is
All
saying
right.
it wrong.
We got 2 waving Joshes, both Joshes at the same
Somebody say it
time.
right.
3, 2, 1.
Dark side.
Got it. That was
Thank you. Thank you.
Dark
Thank you.
side.
Thank you.
Thanks, Mom.
And that has been Durst Nummer.
Thanks, Mom.
Hey, no problem, sweetie. Come on outside. We got a nice tuna casserole ready. Go get your brothers. We're going to have a great time.
Tuna casserole. What kind of garbage is that?
This is the 50s, Jackie. I'm playing a role.
50s.
I'm too.
This is the 50s.
Jackie, I'm
Tony, you're
I'm
muted.
too deep
They
into
watch
this
Star
character.
Wars and Spider-Man with their moms. Scott Higa, what are you doing?
Why are you playing with dolls?
Dad, I'm cleaning up, and this is Clara's Captain Marvel doll.
You are, he's sitting there stroking his Carol is what he's I'm very upset. Very upset that I had to say that.
I'm
I'm upset to hear it.
Well, we have almost reached the end of our journey tonight. I'm so grateful that you guys could be with us. Scott, as our West Coast pastor,
Yes.
can you give us a quick moment of encouragement off the top of your head, man? Just something biblical and spiritual to make us a little bit closer to Jesus tonight?
Sure, I can, probably.
30 seconds.
Okay, the thing that I love most, I've been doing the Christian Nerd for a long time, and with the Nerd Godcast, and just the idea that I don't know any of you in real life. I've never met any of you in real life. And because of what Tony and his crew have done, we are all bound together. And that's the great thing about the body of Christ, is that Tony and his crew, they get to be the voice for this culture that we're all a part of, these things that we all love, this intersection of nerd culture and faith. Tony and his crew get to be the voice, and we get to be the support. So I guess we're the spine, we're the hands, we're the feet, whatever we are. But we get to support this thing that Tony and his crew have created, and it binds us together. And so much so, more than, like Tony said, that yeah, we all like Spider-Man and Dark Seed or Dark Side, whatever it is. We all love those things. But the thing that binds us together is Jesus Christ, and the fact that we all get to play a role in the mission of Nerd to Godcast, which I've always appreciated from the beginning, is that, like they says, it's the comic shops and the game shops bring the word of God to those who may not get it any other way. And Tony and his crew have done a great job of connecting the faith that we have in Christ and making it real and hands-on for so many of us, for all of our nerddoms and fandoms and nerdclinations. And it's great that we get to play a role in that as patrons, as supporters. I would encourage anybody out there listening, become a patron, become a supporter of this tremendous ministry who literally, if nothing else happened, there's one person who came to MegaCon and accepted Christ in their lives because of this show. That is one
Amen.
person whose eternity has been changed because of this ministry. And I will support that to my dying breath or my last dollar. Hopefully neither of those come. I mean, eventually I'll run out of breath. But it's a great thing, and we get to be a part of that. So I don't know any of you. I barely can find Nebraska on a map. But I'm like, I know what Zach Deem sounds like now. I know what his face is, and it's great. And so we get to support this, and I'm honored to do it, and I'm thankful to be your friend, Tony. And it's a great thing. So thank you so much.
Yeah. Amen. Thank you, Scott.
Yeah, I was really just kind of hoping that you would just talk a little bit about Jesus, but thank you for that encouragement. You know, because all of us do things maybe in our own ways for the Lord. I mean, there's people in this group that have done ministry, that either vocational ministry, you've served in a church, you're a follower of Christ, and the verse that really just popped into my head this morning, and then I saw it was one of those time flash things. What do you call them when it was, hey, you did this 10 years ago? Time hop. Same verse, which is don't grow weary in well doing. And we all come to these points, especially in this season now, where it just seems like we're running the engine with no oil in it. But don't grow weary in well doing. Whatever it is that God's put in front of you, work with that. You might not be the best speaker, you might not be the most talented or influential person, but every single person has a part to play. And when we first started to kind of bounce back on Scott, we kind of teased each other. I sort of was like, who is this guy? Who's this guy out here thinking that he's, like there was a rivalry or something like that. And truthfully, Scott has become one of my best, like, honest, most unguarded friends. And I'm really grateful for him and for what he does on his show. And I'm so thankful because it's become a great snapshot to me that there is really just one body of Christ. It's not his podcast, our podcast. It's the word of God, and we get to be stewards of it. You know, it's not this church versus that church. Like I used to say when I was a youth pastor, The Devil's Youth Group is bigger than all of our youth group put together. So we're really just in this thing as one body. So across this country, even spilling up into the northern country of Canada and really around the world, we get to share the gospel. And honestly, as patrons, you help make that happen. So I'm super appreciative. And
can I say something?
I wish you would.
I just want to say, and I know it's like all of us, Tony said it before, we pray for all of the listeners, but you guys, the Patreons, especially, specifically before we do the shows. And something in my heart that I always feel so, or I think that is just really powerful, is that you guys, I hope that you know that God doesn't just see your commitment to this as just, it's fun and it's, you guys have all these things that you love and we're all connected by the nerddom and all of that. And that's fun and exciting, but you guys are sowing into a ministry and God sees that. And the fact that you guys would commit anything to not just, oh, this is fun and we're going to get together and we're going to do, fun, cool, silly stuff, but also that you're helping us to keep this going so that it can keep touching other people and continue to lift the name of Christ up. The Lord sees that as you sowing into his kingdom, and you guys are expanding his kingdom by being a part of this. So whatever your need is and whatever, you guys have in your life that you really need God to pour out over, he's seeing this as part of that commitment to him so that he can pour out those blessings to you. So when we pray for you, we really do not just pray like, hey, thanks that there's people giving us money so this can be a thing that we can do. But God, like, these are people that are seeing this as a ministry, and they're not just doing this for us, they're doing this for you. And whatever it is that they need, give that back to them because of the little bit that they're doing to help us. So thank you for doing this, but know that this is ministry. You guys are doing ministry by being part of committing to us. So God's going to bless you so much for that.
Thank you so much, Lismani. Thank you. Hey, just while we're talking a little bit of business, I don't want to make this a full-on, bore fest. I want to do one more game with you guys before we go. But just to give you a heads up, so we were supposed to be in MegaCon in April, and then our Lady Corona came by and she went, and they pulled the plug on that and shifted it back to June. So we transferred our deposit. So we're going to be bringing a booth out there so we can share the gospel.
Bless you. Bless you.
Bless your ministry. And then they came out again and they said, June's a little soon for us. So they pushed it back to October. The October event is a smaller event. I think we talked about this on the show if we haven't heard about it yet.
You did.
It went from basically 100,000 people to 25,000 people are going to be in attendance. It's going to be a very different dynamic. We don't even know what celebrities are going to be there, who's going to be there. So we shifted our deposit. It's a full payment, not a deposit. We just shifted that from this year to the 2021 date. So we have 2 booths at MegaCon 2021. We've decided also that we're not going to miss the opportunity. The cost is a little bit smaller to match the size of the event. So we are going to be getting 2 booths again for the October event of this year. Just by way of promote other members, we are giving one of those booths to a former crew member of our show, Tori Line. Mm-hmm. She has not been able to work because of the corona. There's been some real hindrances there for her, and we want to encourage and invest in her. So she's going to be coming down from New Jersey in October and next year to be doing artwork, to create, and to interact, to be a support for Nerd Godcast, but also we're going to be a support for her. And that's part of what we do. That's part of why we do what we do, so we can really share ministry with other people. It's not a selfish thing. If Scott Higa wants to come out here to Florida, we're going to get a booth for Scott Higa too, because we want to open doors so that people can see as much light in that environment as they possibly can. So people can have as much interaction with beliefs in that environment as they possibly can. So hopefully you understand that we're not going to conventions just to goof around and cosplay and have fun. We really are going out there to encourage believers that's a place where they can let their light shine, and to change the mind of non-believers and let them know that Christians are not just thumping Bibles and telling them they're going to hell for watching anime. But God loves them right where they are. So it really, it's not a podcast. It really is ministry for us. So Great. Thank you again for everything, Scott Leesmati. Thank you for your beautiful words and for all.
Yes.
Thank you for your prayers and for your encouragement. We'll give you more information as the time comes close. We're going to really try to make a really big, nice, beautiful, eye-catching booth. We want everything we do to be world class. We don't want someone to walk by and say, "Oh well, that's forgettable." We want them to go, "What is this?" And then they walk up, they start asking questions, and they want us to tell them, "Hey, we're here sharing our faith. We're here living for Jesus. We're having a great time." Into that's what we're into too. Let's talk about it. And
Yeah.
It's going to be a great time. So thank you guys all for your encouragement.
Wonderful.
Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. You guys want to play one more quick game before we get out of here tonight, or do you guys have to?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do it.
Yeah, let's
So
play.
you guys have your mobile devices. If you would open them up, I'm going to try a share screen thing, and we are going to play a Jackbox game tonight.
Hey, yeah. Cool.
If you're not familiar with how Jackbox games work, you go to the website jackbox.tv. Can you guys all see this on the screen?
Yeah.
Yep.
All right, so we're going to be playing TKO tonight. It is a drawing game.
I love TKO.
Now, 8 of us can join. Lower the audio a little bit. Can you guys all hear that okay?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to lower, we're going to play. I'm going to give you guys first crack at it, and I'll jump in.
Oh, I get the little kitty cat.
All right, so all of you guys that are in is that's cool, and then everybody else can join and be in the audience, and you can vote for other people. Anybody else trying to log in right now? Are we all in? All right, whoever is Josh's win, go ahead and hit start. Let's get it
Well,
started.
if there's anybody else that would like to play, I can back out.
Who are you?
That too.
I'm Donkey King 47.
Yeah, jump out. Dude. Jump out,
All
man.
right. Is there a way to do that? The way to do it
Probably if you just like
safely.
I don't know if there is a way you can jump out or not.
if he loses connection, won't he automatically like get kicked out? Like if you just
Yeah, well, we like kicking Steven out in all kinds of curious and convenient ways, but let's go ahead and jump in. Josh's win, hit go, and let's rock and roll.
Okay, that is me.
Is this like the design the shirt one?
Yeah,
Yeah.
you draw and
Yeah.
come up with phrases, mix and match, and
That's cool.
have fun.
Somebody draw a donkey and a crown with flash.
Very Dragon Ball Z.
Welcome to the trading grounds. You will use your device to draw 3 drawings. You may draw whatever you wish, and if your wish is to know what to draw, hit the suggestion button. Your drawing fingers wiggling. Time to draw.
So while they're drawing, we in the audience are waiting patiently, thinking about
Watching my
happy
daughter
thoughts.
play Animal Crossing.
Waiting to
She's looking at
screenshot
an
the
Orphish
Donkey
right
King
now.
thing so I can use it for the Twitter profile picture.
Scott, you've come up with a good idea. I'm turning on my Animal Crossing.
I've got Clara playing Animal Crossing, and JoJo just dropped a deuce. So, Tony T just signed on to Animal Crossing New Horizons. Good job, Tony.
Good. Thanks to an outfit I bought at Joshua Talkstown, I'm dressed like Corey Feldman. Thank you, Nev.
You're welcome.
Are you sucking your thumb, Jackie, or eating a lollipop?
Biting my nail.
Oh, okay.
Trying to think of what to draw.
Yeah, Jack.
For eating a lollipop.
Those are the only 2 options.
I wish I
My
was.
drawing was I'm so I'm sorry to everybody.
Oh, trust me, it's probably better than mine.
Yeah, I'm
Can't
not
draw.
too happy with my stuff.
Are there Kentucky Fried Chickens in Canada?
Yes.
Do they have French fries?
Oh my
Yeah.
gosh.
They do.
Clarify that, everybody.
When you talked about that on the podcast last time, I was like, yes, KFC has some of the best French fries you can get. They're really
wow.
good.
Thank you.
I don't know why, at least, I thought you were gonna ask if there was Kentucky Fried Chicken in Kentucky.
Yeah.
I mean, I assume.
Actually, just drove by KFC here yesterday and saw the French fry sign up. We've always had wedges until yesterday.
Sad.
Wedges are gross.
Oh wait, we do another one?
Yeah, keep it going.
Yeah, we do.
Oh, there's another one. I'm not good at this.
This is great.
Why did you sit around and wait on
Jackie,
this
you
game?
look so distressed.
I think
What's up in Puerto Rico, Lise Madi?
Oh, we've got
some Puerto Rico news.
We got some Puerto Rico news coming your way this week.
It is, I don't know if Tony told you, it is by far my favorite segment on the show.
Is it really?
Yes, without question.
Not. Tony only tells me the things that you say about me that are negative in regards to my people, my race.
I've never said anything negative about Puerto Ricans. It still doesn't sound right.
Quote, Lise Madi. It's all he says is a 30 Rock quote.
All I say is a 30 Rock quote.
But he reminds me of it constantly.
I know, but what do I call you?
News as well.
I do have Puerto Rico news, but it'll be special for something else. I think. I don't know. Am I allowed to talk about it? I guess I'm
Yeah,
not.
why not?
Horrible.
It'll have already been out, right?
Yeah, it will. It will have already been out.
So I'm gonna say
So
that
there's like a movie coming out about. It's a Mel Gibson starring and directing in this movie that takes place in Puerto Rico. I think
Is
he's
he a
supposed
jet
to
or
be,
a shark?
He's a what? What?
Nothing.
I got it, Scott. Don't worry.
Thank you, Carrie.
You're just snapping your fingers and it
He
means
just
nothing to
backside
me.
storied you. That's all.
Sorry,
But-
Mel Gibson is in
I
Puerto
got
Rico.
He's in Puerto Rico. I think he's supposed to be Puerto Rican. I don't know. He looks a little browner than normal in the movie. It takes place in a horrible Category 5 hurricane. It's some kind of cop thriller where everybody's white except for the bad guys. The bad guys are Puerto Rican because that's how it works in film. And
Oh, we got 3?
really excited.
Another one?
Yeah, it's 3.
Another one.
3 of 3. You're good.
Another one.
I'm not sure if I understand why we're doing this, but I like
you'll
it.
get it as we go.
Okay.
No one does.
So it's going to take your drawings and it's going to take your phrases and it's going to combine them randomly with other people's, and then we're going to have to put it together as a shirt and then vote on which is the best shirt.
Okay.
It works out beautifully, usually.
And then the winner's available on nerdofgodcast.com, right?
Yeah, then we actually produce the shirt.
At the end of the game, you can actually order the shirts that you've drawn, and they will
Really?
in real life.
That's cool.
I have a shirt that I think it was Jackie's quote and Steven's drawing.
Yeah. Yes, suck to suck.
Monkey with a briefcase, and it says "sucks to suck."
I haven't used that phrase in a long time.
I hate that phrase.
I love that phrase.
Sucks to suck. Yeah, I'm sorry, I'm bad at something. You don't have to draw attention to it.
My church community group right now is engaged in a text message conversation about the death of Ravi Zacharias.
Sucks to suck. Joe, that's not right. You shouldn't have said that, Jackie. I can't
Why
believe.
would you say that?
No.
Why would you say that right there, Scott?
I was busy thinking of making a joke to say if Jackie were at the crucifixion and Jesus died, she'd have been like, sucks to suck. And then 3 days later, he'd have been like, boom, sucks to suck, Jackie. Look at the nails pierced
Hard to kick
hands.
me off, Gotha.
Why God stopped at 4 Gospels.
Oh.
Boy,
So you
I really
just
tried to put out poorly for podcast purposes, didn't I?
Yeah, you're going to have to either cut down the banter, which is good because I just made a joke about a dead man, which I didn't mean. Ravi Zacharias, great job, buddy.
No. He's alive. He's more alive now than he was yesterday.
Very true.
Seated before the throne.
But yeah, it's a lot of waiting on this game, Tony.
Thank you, Scott. That helps. Helps to point it out.
Let's have some nerd news. What do you guys think about Timmy Oliphant being in Mandalorian? I don't even, like somebody said he's playing somebody, but I don't even know what. I don't want to know what he's playing. Like I don't want to know anymore at this point. He's a good-looking guy who looks good in a cowboy
He's
hat.
the best cowboy that we have, and
Oh,
he's
yeah.
now
Timothy
in the best
Olyphant,
cowboy
all I needed.
show that we have. I couldn't be happier.
Who is he?
I
don't know who he's
the
playing.
dude from Justified. He's Raylan Givens.
No, I know. Do we know who he's
Oh.
going to be in the
Oh
Mandalorian?
no.
There was something that came out today about what he was doing, but I didn't pay attention to it.
I don't want to know. Don't spoil the Mandalorian. The best part of the first season were the things that I didn't see coming.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Don't
I was so mad when I found
Imagine
out
if
that
you'd
that
seen
was-
Baby
I haven't
Yoda before.
Nobody say things about it that will tell me too much.
There's a thing called Baby Yoda. He's adorable. Did
I'm
you
aware.
just, Claire? Did you just capture a butterfly inside the museum?
Can you do that? I don't
Oh,
think
you're
you
just showing it off. No, she's just showing it off. So.
Oh, okay.
Ah,
Claire, come visit my island.
Hey, does anybody know
Jackie-
how much the plaques that you get for stamp day are worth?
300.
You
Good
guys
question.
are hilarious.
Open the
I-
gates, Jackie. We'll come over.
I love
after
that we
this.
seamlessly just like dive into that. That's great.
Are there any more timers, or was that it? Oh no, here we go. Another 90 seconds.
All right.
90
You
more
can
seconds of
swipe through
content,
and
Tony.
Do we
Go.
still care about Avatar? Not
Wait.
the Airbender.
We're
the
only
movie by
letting-
James Cameron.
We're letting this game go so that Neff can go to the bathroom. Neff has been on the toilet for the past.
The thing with the Avatar is unbelievable. Avatar made so much money, but made such a limited cultural impact, other than people who live in Florida and get to go to Avatar Land.
Right. I
Other
got
than
like
that-
Pretty sick.
a news notification on my phone. I don't know why, but it was like a behind the scenes picture of them. In
You
a
curate
pool.
your own news notifications, Lise Motti.
I don't know how to do that, Scott Higa. So I just get what I get. And it was a picture of a bunch of people
Oh,
inside.
something in our screen changed. Things are happening.
Ooh,
Yeah, you're supposed to match up shirts and words and stuff.
Ugh.
If
Chapter
you
two.
did
Is it
it
chapter 1?
for you.
What the crap? Wait, hold on.
Vote on it.
I gotta take
Were
a picture
you
of
guys
that
not
first.
matching all up the stuff?
Dude, where's my car?
I was about to like try and click on it on my laptop and then realized no, I have
EMT.
a phone.
That picture.
Is that an EMT reindeer?
No, it's
King
King Donkey
Wow.
47 swag pants.
The best cowboy we have.
Oh my goodness.
I assume that's what it's supposed to be.
And yeah, I see it now. Wait, how come I can vote? Shouldn't I be able to vote?
Yes, my voting isn't working either.
No, I
suck.
waited
You didn't
several
show up.
80-second increments for this.
What the heck?
That was intense.
I would have voted for the cow.
I
It's
voted
a
for the other one.
donkey.
The donkey. I would have voted for the donkey.
Always vote for the donkey.
I'm so upset, Lise Motti, that King Donkey is a thing now.
I don't know if
follows
you
you
saw,
on
but I
Twitter.
changed my name briefly to King Donkey 47
I
Swag.
saw it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, me too. I screenshotted it, Steve. Don't worry.
Oh, thank you.
I can't.
Hey,
I
I
can't
also,
vote. But that
unless
looks like
I'm
Joe
mistaken,
Exotic.
I was the first person to follow the Twitter.
I can confirm that is accurate.
How do we get those shorts?
Can't vote. Just log out and log back in. We'll let you in if you're in the judges.
Sad.
Which Josh is that?
That's me.
Yo,
Hey.
sweeping.
It's
Dope.
still not working for me, Tony.
Puerto
Puerto
Rican.
Rican's back.
Well, he
I
is
wish
on a darker
that in
shirt.
the other.
Wait, it doesn't make any sense. He's got white outline.
Because Mel
Dark
Gibson's
shirt.
white.
It let me vote, but I didn't realize it, so my vote isn't accurate.
Mel Gibson is darker.
Did you see it? They made him brown. Why?
No, I'm just looking at the shirt.
Oh, it's a split.
Doesn't change his nationality.
Yeah, he's still a white dude.
Oh shoot.
Oh,
Now
finally
he's
went down.
tan and anti-Semitic.
An
I'm
upset.
taking my vote.
It takes the vote, it just doesn't show it up there. Oh, there we go.
Is
Oh,
that a?
that's true, because it's like everything
Like-
is there for you.
That's real bacon. That's
I
American
can choose
bacon.
it on my phone.
American bacon.
And it's a double yolk.
Nice. Love it.
It's 2 eggs.
Bring me all
Jay.
of the huckleberries you have.
Chase picked the bacon and eggs. I got to go with it.
Yummy.
I give up. I can't.
Oh, Puerto Rican bad guy edges it out just narrowly.
Sorry, buddy. We lost.
I was with you, Christian.
Like,
Swag pants, baby.
It looks like that's what he's saying.
Lise Motti, you have a cultural
I
phenomenon.
started a thing.
You have.
Pants, baby.
Pop culture phenomenon.
How does it feel to go viral, Lise Marty?
It's Twitter. It doesn't take that long. We'll make it happen.
So I want to be
Yeah.
honestly sure every single caption has been my caption this time.
Nice.
There's a few more rounds.
I was basically listening to what everybody was saying and just typing it in.
I'm
uncomfortable.
I
Love
can't
the
see
combination of those two things.
the shirt. Oh, there we go.
The shirt says, I'm uncomfortable.
Frodo.
Oh, Frodo Bergens.
Frodo Bergens.
That's
There it is.
Frody Bergens.
That's nerd.
Frody Bergens.
There's Nerm.
By the way, whoever drew the blue duck, that's a very nice blue duck.
It's an excellent
I've never
movie.
seen a blue duck before, and I wanted to know what one would look like.
Fantastic.
Ooh, narrowly edging it out. Swag Pants Baby moves on.
Yeah, Swag Pants, baby.
Josh's win.
Did it just
I'm
shred
just
the other
sup-
team?
I'm just-
Pants, baby.
I'm just surprised someone picked a picture that I drew.
Hey,
there we go.
I love it. I love it. I'm so happy.
Those are
Seven.
clearly
Ah,
Swag
that's
Pants.
pretty good.
That's all I-
Gotta go with it.
That's pretty
That's a
good.
tough one.
Tony, we have to start making merchandise that says these things.
We can buy
What
it
the
in a shirt.
T-shirt that says Swag Pants.
It's gonna really sell great among these 15 people.
Yeah, that's right.
That's all that really matters, right? It's the
Self-made
flavor.
shirts.
It's fine.
That's how it starts.
Listen, I've made shirts that sold less than 15 before, so I'm not mad.
We start here and we build.
And Scott's wearing one of them.
Yeah,
Scott, are you wearing one of our shirts?
he is.
I'm wearing
What shirt?
That's
What is he wearing?
Oh yeah,
my shirt.
God loves.
Oh, is it? Oh, God bless you. Thank you, Scotty.
And there's the radio one, yeah.
It's backwards and this big on my screen.
Did the Swag Pants win?
Yeah,
I believe
did.
both the Swag
Gauntlet
Pants
winner.
won.
This is the last chapter,
Beautiful.
I think.
Oh, you guys have to be
Oh,
artsy.
there's still like 2 more rounds.
Cool.
How do we have 15 people in our audience?
I don't know.
Wait, we got to do it again? You guys?
Yep.
Can you join
That's
random
great.
Can we
Jackbox
just
games?
do one round?
I don't think so, but boy, I bet y'all in the audience were wishing Steven would have backed out now. I'm eating some of my Jelly Belly jelly beans.
Oh, you still have? Oh, you bought 4 pounds of them.
I bought 4 pounds. I'm about a pound and a half in.
Okay, I need help since we're around the country, around the world. There are these gummies. They are shaped like starfish, and they look like starfish texturally, and they are pastel in colors. Do you guys know if they're a thing in your place of residence?
I've never heard of that.
Never heard
Never
of
seen
it.
those.
Yeah, y'all gonna want to
What
pass. on-
gummies are these, Lise Marty?
There's, I think I
They're
described it
gummies?
very thoroughly, Scott.
They're
They are
available on
star-
Amazon. Hold on.
Wait, no, don't. I ordered her the ones on Amazon, and she told me they weren't the ones.
They
Oh.
weren't. I'm sorry. I appreciate that you tried.
Okay, wait. Are
this
you
like
looking
a-
for the multicolored ones?
Yeah, okay, so one starfish has several pastel-y colors. It's like orange and pink and green.
I got you. Hold on.
But Tony found some on Amazon that looked promising, but we're unfortunately not.
Oh, listen,
Okay,
Brian's a
Canadian
miracle worker.
Canadian people. How do you metric? How much is 3 kilograms?
It's
Buy
all
10.
10. It's all
3
10.
kilograms is about 6 pounds.
Okay, is that too many, Lise Marty?
6 pounds of stuff.
If it's the
was
right
quite a
ones,
bit.
then no. But if
Really
it's
not.
not the right ones, then yes.
Okay, there you go.
6.6 pounds.
I never remember that from elementary school.
Brian is the master researcher
I
here.
don't remember elementary school.
Look, Howard Salter's not here. Somebody's got to fill in.
Are we
Those are
doing this
actually
again?
it, I think.
Anybody else watching Bubble Guppies right now, or just me?
Oh, is that what the background music is? Because that's dope.
Oh. You know what? I was just streaming it illegally.
Little
on-
Einsteins or die.
As a backup game,
Oh no.
the Marvel Family Feud. Now, I don't know if you guys listened a couple episodes ago, but I brought some cards that we didn't use before. The worst Family Feud categories ever. Name
Yeah.
Iron Fist. You guys are aware of Iron Fist, right? You saw the Netflix show. Name Iron Fist's favorite color.
Green.
Iron.
Yellow?
Green is the second most popular answer.
So it's yellow.
It's red for some reason. This
For
is
the blood.
The blood of his enemies on his
Whoa
fist.
now.
Also, blood has a high iron content. So
There
that
is
makes
that.
sense.
If Thor purchased a sports car, what color would it be?
Red?
That's stupid.
It'd be rainbow, like the Bifrost.
There you go.
I think so.
Color changing.
If Luke Cage adopted a dog, what breed would he choose?
Pitbull.
That's racist.
That was my answer too.
Hey,
so
you
I
gotta
feel
make
bad
your
now.
shirts now.
Pitbull
No,
is
I met the Cuban guy who goes worldwide. He would adopt actually Pitbull.
That would be amazing. I would watch that show.
For goodness sake, Scott.
I would watch every episode of that.
Name the classical music composer that Doctor Strange would listen to while meditating.
Mozart.
Yeah, that's the third most popular answer. Why is this? Why does this exist? This is terrible. It's so subjective.
Yeah, it's really bad.
Oh, look at the kid. Hi, kid.
If you designed an android like the Vision, what color cape would you give it?
Kid.
That's
Green.
stupid.
Look at that kid.
Purple.
I like kids.
Look at that. Look at that child.
Debussy. That's a good answer, Jojo.
Anybody want a peanut?
Anybody want peanut? Oh,
How you
how
do?
you, how you doing?
Do they want a peanut?
How you doing?
Is
Hey,
that
we
a
don't talk about
Mandalorian?
Denzel Moore anymore.
Hello, ma- Oh,
Yeah, he's canceled.
yikes. Yeah, canceled.
You can't teach that.
Canceled. Yikes! I actually have one of their shirts, and now
This
I'm
here,
I
this is Chewbacca the Wookiee. He's 7
happy it
feet
doesn't
tall, and he's from Kashyyyk, and you can't teach that.
Not possible.
Bada boom. Tallest guy in the room. How you doing?
You don't.
and I'll tell you one thing. He ain't soft.
If I had a dime for every time
A
I
W S T.
I'd have 0 dimes.
You had to play no games.
All right, Neff moves in with the "How you doing" shirt
How you
How you
doing?
doing? Hey,
versus
Boba Fett, how you doing?
Can I Has Cheeseburger.
I do miss that.
Closely related.
I wish that was the son for
I
Puerto Rican
can
bad
have
guy.
cheeseburger.
That seems more.
That seems better.
That's better. That's a
Evil
better
son.
Puerto Rican bad guy.
It looks like the knockoff version of the Mario son
Yeah.
trying to kill you.
It looks like the evil Zelda Moon. It's like its brother.
It's Majora.
Oh yeah.
It's daytime Majora.
Daytime Majora.
Princess
Baby.
Celestia
No,
and
no. See
Princess-
what that's Majora's day job.
That's what it is.
Oh.
The
Luna.
daytime version, daytime Pokemon
How has
version. of
nobody
Majora.
come up with a mask modeled off of Majora's mask for this COVID thing?
A what?
Yeah,
I would buy that.
Give me a minute. I'll see if I can find one. It's probably there somewhere.
I saw the mask out
The
there.
internet.
Oh.
Oh.
God! What is this?
Feel so.
I saw a COVID mask, Steven, that had the Skyrim equipment stats on it. It was like light armor. This is the way.
I saw that.
That was pretty
I
fun.
am not a sad square tomato.
Oh, no, see, I want.
But that's if you were
I would
duplicated.
get.
It's
I would get a
different
mask that
duplicate. It
just
went
says
wrong.
this is the way now.
Never
It's like one of the blockheads from Gumby and Pokey.
I need that. I need that shirt. I need that shirt. Give me somebody.
Yeah.
Help me get that big one in a big boy size.
Good job, Jimmy.
That's great. That was solid. I'm not gonna lie. That's a little for me.
Oh.
Oh wow.
Why?
Is that like?
Is that
Is
King
that like
Sweatpants
a-
again?
Is that a mix between like Vulpix and the Statue of Liberty?
Ooh, I like that.
The dimension in that one is nice. Like
That's whatever that weird fruit Christian was talking about earlier. That's a
Durian. It's 9 tails serving
I
durian.
drew a durian for the previous round, and it was much better
I
than this.
saw it, but I thought it was a striped clam.
But was it being delivered by the Statue of Liberty, Christian?
Correct.
I still don't know if that's being delivered by the Statue of
Give
Liberty.
us your poor huddled masses and their rotten smelling fruit. Fatality.
Shirtality.
Oh shoot!
Finish
Burst
him.
into flame.
It's an aggressive website.
That's an aggressive lose.
Oh no.
Whoa!
Shots fired.
Hey, Baby Yoda wishes he was this not well duplicated.
I agree. I don't
Yeah.
understand the Baby Yoda thing.
Oh,
I
you
don't see
would
the
if you
appeal.
watched the show.
So
I don't understand you.
Oh, you haven't watched the
Ooh.
show.
Oh,
Well,
oh,
of course
no.
you don't understand.
Oh,
Shots fired.
for being
That-
so nice.
Very
and salty.
attacked.
Is that one of Bowser's kids?
I think it is.
That looks like the one with the bow.
Oh,
It looks
man.
like the Whimser, right? Is that a Pokemon?
Koopa.
It does look like a Whismur, Scott. Yes,
It does kind of look like a Whismur.
that's correct.
No, I still think one of my favorite Baby Yoda moments is the do the hand thing.
Hand thing.
Yeah.
Very nice. Very nice, Nick.
Just wave.
It's a work in progress.
Shirt.
Still going strong.
That's rad, dude. That's really cool.
That's dope. Oh, hey.
Go with that.
What are you doing with that?
Oh, hey. What are you doing with that?
That's pretty
Keep
good.
going.
What the youngling said.
Oh!
It's unfortunate.
To suck, younglings.
Suck, suck.
Skywalker, there's too many of them.
this
What's
is
we going to do?
What do we do?
That joke won't age, and neither will they.
Oh!
Oh, good night.
Yikes.
Like talking about it.
Oh, man.
All right, I'm done.
Dang it.
So are they.
For they.
There we go. It doesn't
This
stop.
must be the salty version of Jackie.
Yes, it is.
I thought it.
It's not even.
I'm kind of glad it didn't move on.
Yeah.
Did.
Hey. Even my clone cannot be. Oh, what?
Whoa, shoot.
Oh, it's the
So I think it's
That was a good one.
taking the audience votes. It's just not putting our names up there.
Ew.
I mean, it's accurate.
What doctor do I go to about this?
The character development of these sons.
I know. It was like started out as dark and then it got angry. Now it has Satan in it.
That son looks infected. You're not wrong. Infected with the rage virus. What the heck?
Jeez, man.
Quarantine it. Quarantine.
It's a barbarian. It used its daily.
Sorry, Nick.
Oh, that's disappointing.
All right.
Oh, there's lag. Oh.
Nice. Good play, Josh. Good play. Boom.
Streak winner.
Hey.
Gauntlet win.
I'll take it.
So is
Last shirt off.
All right,
This
here we
is
go.
way more fun to play than to just listen to. So I'm glad I'm involved.
So we're supposed to take our
I don't think we draw anything else.
No, this is just the shirts.
yeah, and
Like
just like the
two-
pool, keep your
So
shirt
you
on.
just make a shirt.
Yeah, everyone please keep their shirts on.
Yeah, it's like the pool. Fat guy pool rules.
Fat guy pool rules.
Yeah, keep your shirt on.
Keep your shirt
I
on.
like that one.
so is it like these are the two like highest or like the
These
best?
are like the
Oh,
best
wow.
from the
How am I
previous
supposed
rounds.
to pick?
I'm mad. What happened to the pants?
Ugh.
The pants was clearly the
How am I
champion.
supposed to pick between
It'll come
these
back.
two?
Yeah, the pants
You
are
were-
bigger
Looking
than that.
at. What is that thing on the right?
That is the
It's
Donkey
It's
King
a
It's
donkey
the swag donkey.
model after Joe
Wow.
Exotic, which is why he's wearing an EMT
So-
shirt and he has an eyebrow.
So okay,
Well, yeah,
my
oh,
problem
I see.
here.
Explains a lot now.
My
Yeah, you
problem
gotta
here
have time.
is no matter what, with this decision, I both
I
win
drew-
and lose.
Yeah,
Oh, no.
you're both Josh. Good job. That's funny.
Very nice.
The whole time I was picturing Donkey King Swag Pants 47 as like a monkey. Like in my head, he was Donkey Kong.
Yeah.
I drew that one, and I also
The king, he's the Donkey King.
And that's the
I'm not
thing.
trying to influence y'all.
I saw the donkey.
Superior champion in this one.
The donkey saw the man.
I mean, either way, Twitter wins here, so it's probably
Yeah.
fine.
And an acoustic guitar standing on top of a pickup truck singing that song.
I saw the donkey. The donkey saw the man.
Good choice.
I do have my guitar right here. Ready to go.
Ooh.
Any
World isn't
moment.
ready.
this
Oh, very nice,
Nice.
Neff.
World is not
Gotta go
ready.
back to that one.
And it
Oh,
lights up.
I appreciate that vote, Jackie.
What are you doing?
Neff was duplicated.
You turn it up a little bit. You can hear it maybe.
I don't think Neff knows how to
No.
play that yet.
A little beat pat.
Quentin, it's not a violin.
It's my baby. Mm.
Put it down.
I'm putting it down, Mom.
Or Mister.
I thought Neff was our mom.
Yeah, I thought you were the mom.
Oh,
Jackie our
sweetie,
grandmother?
I am a grandma.
Jackie's our grandmother.
She's
We want
my
to
mom.
get grandmas.
I'll always be your mother.
The winner.
I knew I could do it.
I think I'll take partial credit for that. For existing.
Yeah, I wrote that phrase too.
Wait, who wrote the phrase?
If Neff was
I did.
duplicated.
I think I'll
Josh.
take. Okay.
So if you
Time for me
guys
to
look
buy
on
that
your
shirt.
devices, you can actually see where you can actually buy the shirts.
Share by the shirt.
We're all just eager.
Yeah, if anybody buys that, it is not tax deductible with our apology. Well, that brings us to the end of our night. We just want to say thank you so much to everyone who is listening. If you want to join the conversation, you can follow us across all the social medias at Nerdagodcast. You can visit our blog online at nerdagodcast.com, or you can email us at nerdagodcast@gmail.com. We'd love to chat with you, connect with you, and exchange
Whimsical!
animated gifs with you. You can also join us on our Nerd of God Squad page on Facebook. It's our small group where you can share some memes, but more importantly, you can share turnip prices every day for animal.
Yeah.
Very useful tool. Congratulations to Sarah Anderson, Sarah Johnson. She just got married and she stopped what she was doing on her honeymoon so she could share turnip prices with us.
Bless her.
Make us all rich beyond the dreams of avarice. Join us next time here on the Nerd of Godcast, wherever fine podcasts are consumed. To all of our Patreon sponsors, we love you. We salute you. God bless you and your ministry. Mwah, mwah, we kiss you.
Well, I kiss you, my little babies, my little biscuit babies. My little love nuggets.
Thanks, Mom.
Appreciate it, Mom.
Can't stop that. We love you. For the Nerd of Godcast, Steve-O Supremo.
Goodbye, everybody.
Jackie Freakin' Wilson.
Bye.
Big man Quentin Gregory Neff.
Hi, guys. Thank you for your contribution. We love you all very much.
Lovely lady Lee Smotty.
Make good choices.
The engineer.
Goodbye.
And I'm Tony T. Until next time, we ain't got to go home, but we
can't stay here.
You online.
That went so well.
Better when we see.
Pretty good.
The masks.
We see each other now.
Thank you guys for everything, and we will talk to you soon. Take whatever notes you need from the chat. Buy whatever shirts you need to from the Jackbox. And this show is over. Mwah.